The views expressed by our guests in the following video are solely the opinions of our guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and or opinions of the Ola 7 podcast show. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello guys, my name is Aisha and this is the Genius Kids. This is the show where we sit down and profile young talents, young minds, young trailblazers who are shaping the future with their extraordinary work. And on this episode, I'm so excited because I am hosting an academic, an entrepreneur, an innovator in STEM, and a community leader. Her name is Munesuishe Matika, and she is in Form 1, 14 years old, and she is a student at Roosevelt High School. Welcome to the Genius Kids, Munesu.
Thank you so much.
All right, so how does it feel to be 14 and be recognized for all those things?
To be honest, it feels good seeing that my hard work is paying off.
Yeah, all right. So for those who are meeting you for the first time, how would you describe Munesu to them?
I would say I'm an innovator, someone with dreams beyond measure and beyond limits.
Right. And you're only in Form 1, but you're managing academics, you're managing sport, entrepreneurship, you're doing online courses, you're doing innovations, you're getting into competitions. How are you managing being a student, being a leader? How are you managing your time?
Well, maybe it's because I create a schedule for myself each day, and a weekly schedule for myself, telling myself I should do A, B, C, D. And the fact that I want to be in all areas so that I can know what I do best.
Okay. And recently there was a prize giving day at your school, and you're among the top 5 overall best students in your stream.
Yes, I was.
Okay. Talk to me about that. What did you do that was so extraordinary that they had to recognize you?
Well, I worked hard second term. I read my books. I did a lot of work. I studied over time. So it finally paid off.
How many subjects are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing 10.
Wow. And you passed all of them?
Yes.
Okay. And Roosevelt High School has obviously played a big part in your journey. How has your school shaped or supported your growth so far?
It has motivated me in a lot of areas. They've given me the opportunity to go, like whenever there's an opportunity, they recognize me. Like, Nesu, you're supposed to go and represent, which motivates me a lot.
And how would you describe the kind of mentorship or support you're receiving from your teachers and the school community?
I would say it's really nice. It's well groomed. They groom me in a lot of key areas in my life.
Right. And when you say a lot of key areas, can you just give us maybe 1 or 2 of those?
In sports, my academics, and even physical appearance, my personality and attitudes.
All right, that's nice. And now let's go to the innovation. You're also named the best innovative student at Roosevelt High School. What kind of ideas or projects earned you this title?
Well, I identify problems within the school. I come up with solutions, especially technical ones, because I'm all about AI and robotics. So, yes.
Okay.
So I come up with solutions. I help even Form 4s, Form 3s, with their projects.
Wow. Okay, can you just give me like an example of maybe a Form 4 student that you have helped with something, or a school problem that you helped solve with your geniusness?
So I noticed that at my school we don't have like an actual website where people can visit and stuff. So I was like, let me just create it. I created it with the Form 3s. They wanted to partner up with me, so we did it together. And it's about to be published soon.
So you're working with the Form 3s to develop a school website?
Yes.
Interesting. And just so I know, when did you start this whole coding business? How old were you?
I started this year.
Oh, and already you're making websites?
Yes.
And which computer language are you using?
I use C++ or C. Yes.
Right. Interesting. So, of your 10 subjects, is like robotics part of them, or it's something that you're just doing on the side?
I just do it on the side.
Interesting. and you also have time to go and do community leadership and all that.
Yes.
You're a very interesting young lady. You know that, right? Yeah, and I know you also serve as president of the STEM organization. What is that role involved, and what inspired you to take leadership in science and technology?
So at my school, there is a STEM club at my school. So I was recognized by my teachers so that I can be the president and lead like everyone within the school. Yeah.
Okay, how does a Form 1 end up leading the whole school? You're in Form 1. Are you taking any science subjects?
No.
So how come you're leading the Form 3s who are doing biology, physics, and chemistry, and even the A-levels were doing pure mathematics and crop science and food science? How does that even happen?
I don't even know, but I think because of what I do, they've seen that growth in me and that vision in me.
All right, nice. And many people think that innovation is for adults. What would you say to other young people who have big ideas but are afraid to start?
If you have a goal, if you have a dream, follow it, no matter what. Sometimes you may have discouraging friends, people around you, the environment. When you start doing innovation, it's one of the toughest thing. You'll be having people be like, oh, she's just a Form 1, she's doing all this thing, jealous people and stuff. But if you have, go for it.
So did you ever face like that thing, that problem in your 1 year? You've been at high school for 1 year now.
Yes.
Did you ever face those challenges where you've tried to do something and then maybe not even just the seniors, but also your streammates are like, you're too young to be doing this.
Yes.
You shouldn't be doing this.
Yes.
And what made you go on even after all that negativity was around you?
I knew what I wanted. I knew where I was going. I had like a vision. If you have a vision for yourself and a reason why you are doing all this stuff, you can go for it. I faced a lot of discrimination. People around me were like, why are you doing this? You can do this when you're in university.
Yeah.
You're still young. Why are you doing robotics and stuff? I was like, no, I'm going to do my own things.
Have you ever faced this thing where people call you a nerd?
Yes. Literally, like everyone who sees me, they'll be like, you're such a nerd.
But are you like a bookworm, or you just enjoy doing what you're doing? Actually, I think my question is, because I've had so many genius kids on this show, I find that people like you, right, we see the things that you're doing as you're working hard, you're making effort. But I've come to find out that for you guys, you're just it's like breathing. It comes naturally to you. Is that how it's like for you?
Yes, it is. Without a lot of pressure and a lot of things on my plate, life won't be working. I'll be like stressed out. I have to be stressed out every single day. Yeah.
You need to be solving problems.
Yes.
So since you're like good at coding and STEM and stuff, does that mean like you're good at math?
Yes, I am.
How good are you at math? Because I know some Form 1 students who can solve like Form 4 mathematics problems. Are you one of those?
Yeah, I can solve like up to Form 2s, Form 3s. Yes, I can. Yeah. I love physics too. So I read like upper 6 physics when I go to the library. Yeah, it's really interesting. I find it interesting.
Have you ever thought about like taking your what are they called? Your O-level exams like next year?
Yes.
Are you considering it?
I am.
Are your teachers considering it?
Yeah, they believe in me. I think they will do.
And your parents will allow you?
Yes, they will.
All right. So suppose we're going off script, but suppose you do write your exams next year, because I'm very sure like with the kind of mind that you have, you can study the syllabus in 1 year and be able to do your exams. Suppose you write your O-levels next year. What are you doing next? Are you going for A-level or you're doing something totally different?
I'll be going for A-level.
And then you take your exams again in a year.
Yes, I'll take my exams again and then university.
All right. We'll talk about what you want to do in university later.
Okay.
For now, let's talk about the community work that you're doing. You recently completed a certificate in comprehensive sexual education, gender norms, HIV awareness, and that is very impressive for your age. I don't know how many Form 1s know about gender norms and sexual education and HIV awareness. What motivated you to take that course?
Well, I noticed that when we grow up, let's say when I'm in Form 2 or Form 3, you don't get that knowledge. Sometimes you have to find knowledge for yourself. It's not all things that you are taught by the school or by our teachers. You're supposed to learn some things and some skills by yourself. So I decided to do that and also help other people around there. Yeah. People feel like having HIV is the end of life. I'm there to help them.
Right. And I know this was an online course. So how were you doing it? Didn't you have homework and stuff from your 10 subjects?
I did have homework. I did, but then I just made sure that I had time for homework, books, and for my course.
All right. And what did you learn from your course, especially around sexual education? I know you're in Form 1, right? And this is a transition phase for you guys where you're moving from childhood to adolescence, and sexual education is very important, although sometimes there seems to be there's a gap, right, where we don't really get taught about sex. We don't really get taught about sex in school.
Yes.
Even at home, we don't get sexual education at home. So what did you learn in your course, especially about sexual education for kids your age?
Well, I learned that some things are not supposed to run, for some things to do things. You have to wait for something up until you're at that age, a certain age. So sexual education, well, it was fun learning it, and some of the things were very interesting, especially when I found out that some kids at my age are getting pregnant and stuff, which is very bad. Yeah, it's very bad. It would destroy a lot of stuff and opportunities that may come. So just wait up until the right time comes.
All right. And maybe just so we know, from what you learned in your online course, when is the right time?
When you get married, honestly.
Okay.
Yes.
And what did you learn about gender norms?
Gender norms, respect, determination, and also helping other people, even the opposite gender, and yeah.
And how do you plan to use that knowledge to make a difference, maybe in your community, in your school?
Yeah, I was planning on conducting workshops for my community and even hosting functions at school, teaching other people, young people like me who don't get this privilege of, so I'm planning on doing that soon.
There's a name for that. You've become a peer educator. And you know what? It's a very important title, because when a grown-up tells young adults that you're not supposed to do this, you should be doing this, normally they don't listen. But when it's coming from someone the same age, they're most likely to listen. Right. Now let's go to STEM subjects. As a young girl in the field, where we're seeing there's inequality.
Yes.
It seems that men and boys tend up to take more STEM subjects than girls. Why do you think that is?
Some of us girls, we don't have that vision for ourselves. If you ask a person, what do you want to be when you grow up or in the future, they'll be like, no, I don't know, I'll figure it out when I grow up or anything. But then, so men, I think they have that in them, from a very young age. So that's what makes them, or that's why people say they're better than us. But then it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to have a vision for yourself, where you're going.
All right, you speak a lot about vision.
Yes.
And I don't want to forget about this as we go on with this conversation. But I want you to talk to us about Munesu's vision. What is Munesu's vision?
All right, so I'm planning on, so if you notice here in Zimbabwe, we have STEM organizations which help the youth, and we have people who are making prototypes and projects, but then we don't actually have an innovation hub, where like for example, like China, where they teach people and make actual robots that are actually working in the fields like mining, and I'm planning on doing that.
All right, so you want to open your own innovation hub.
Yes.
I know they're there in universities, but I think it would be really good to have them even in high schools, in primary schools, because innovation should start at a young age,
Yeah.
right? Speaking of innovation, you recently won $1,000 at the Innovation Expo. Tell us about your idea at the Innovation Expo. How did it start, and what problem were you trying to solve?
So when I went to Blawayo, believe me, I was very scared. It was
Okay, why were you scared? I mean, you're the problem-solving geek.
you know, there were university students, yes, and high school students were just a few. I was like, so I'm competing with university students.
Yeah.
How is this happening? I even told my teacher, no, let's go back. But then I just believed in myself. Like, no, I came this far.
Yeah.
And I will not back up now. I'm going to do it. So I was planning on making an automated healthcare delivery robot.
Automated healthcare delivery robot. Just for me and the other guys who might not really know what that is.
So this is a robot system that works in healthcare facilities. It improves efficiency, productivity. It notices water spillages and reports to the doctors and nurses. It's just an assistance robot.
All right, so it's an assistant for the doctors.
Yes.
Right. Did you manage to make one?
No, I haven't. But I've managed to make the codes and bring up the components.
Okay. So when do you think we're completing this prototype?
End of this month.
So when you finally make your prototype, I think I want to see it.
Yeah, sure. You will.
And what was the experience like competing at the Innovation Expo against those university students and then being broadcast live on NBC?
It was really nice, to be honest. It was really nice. It gave me there was this sense in me that was like, oh, so I can actually do this. Because I started innovation like last term. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, last term. So I was like, okay, so I can actually do this within days and months.
Yeah.
I've actually achieved this.
Yeah. All right. And whilst you were at the Innovation Expo, you met the Minister of ICT,
Yes.
Minister Matika, and other industry experts. What did you take away from that experience?
Well, they taught me to believe in myself, no matter what, and to never stop dreaming big, dream big dreams, and also to dream and achieve what you want, no matter what.
Yes. I think you should also be a motivational speaker.
I love that.
Okay. So you've recently been selected as Secretary for Mobilization and Resource Networking at the MK Center. What does this role mean to you, and what do you hope to achieve there?
It's a really nice role because I'll be collaborating with other organization leaders, telling them about our organization, how we help young people, how we donate and stuff. It's really nice.
Right. Just so maybe for context sake, you can just tell us what the MK Center is all about.
So the MK Center of Innovation, this is an organization that opened recently. So it's therefore helping young people, both male and female, who are in technology and donating to those who have vision but limited resources. We are there for them.
All right. So that means any person below the age of 18.
Yeah.
Below the age of 18 can reach out to you guys. I have this idea, or
Yes.
and then you assist them. All right. And let's talk about your passions beyond the classroom. You surprised me when you told me something just before the show. But outside the classroom, what other activities or hobbies are you passionate about? Maybe sports, music, art, or something else?
I love sports. I play tennis and basketball. Last term I went to the provincial competitions, competed there, but then I got busy with STEM, so I couldn't pursue. Yes, but I love sports, I love music and nature.
You love sports, you love music, and you love nature.
Yes.
Yeah, right. And how do these passions help shape you as a person?
Well, when I go out, like let's say sit in a quiet place, it helps me to refresh my mind and you know realize what I want and remove bad people in my life, bad influence in my life.
Yeah. And now let's talk about your inspirations. Who inspires you the most and why?
My mom.
Right. Tell us why, mom.
So my mom, she's a person who does a lot of things. She's like she's a Zimbabwe national chef. She comes home with trophies almost like every month. She'll be like, whenever she sees me, she'll be like, oh, you see, I have a trophy. How many do you have? And I won't even. So it gives me inspiration. I want to be like her and make her proud.
And do you also cook?
Yes, I do.
Are you good, like mom, or it's...
I am. I go for catering events during holidays.
Oh, that's your business.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about the entrepreneurship. And what challenges have you faced as a young achiever, and how do you overcome them?
Well, limited resources, especially when it comes to robotics. You have an idea, but then you cannot pursue it because you don't have the components. Some may be expensive and stuff. But then start with what you have.
Yeah.
You can even start exhibiting. People will notice you. You don't know who will like you there and sponsor you.
Oh, yeah. And, I can relate to what you're saying because I've done an interview with these guys from Roosevelt High School who went to the International Robotics Competition in India. And, they came before they went to India. So afterwards, I just made a follow-up. How did you guys do in India? And they said the main reason why they didn't do so well is because of the issue that you've talked about, that components are expensive, number one, and sometimes you're not even able to find them. So their example is, for example, you want, I don't know what your components are called. Now I don't know the name. But for example, you want a certain component and then you start looking for it. You get 49 wrong options before you get to the correct one the 50th time. So is that the reality?
Yes, it is.
And why do you think it's like that? Is it because like our robotics industry is not so big, or we don't have robotics experts in Zimbabwe?
We do have them, robotics, but then they're not so big so that they can support and help. You can actually look for something, you can never find it. You would take months to find that component.
Yeah. Okay. And when you think about the future, what do you dream of studying or becoming, and why that path?
I love engineering, so I'll become an aeronautical engineer. Yes. I love engineering from a younger age, and at the same time I love technology, AI and robotics.
So why aeronautical? Why not something like chemical or bioengineering or something, construction engineering? Why do you want to do space stuff?
So last year when I was during my grade 7 holiday, I wanted to know what goes like. I was seeing people on TV. I wanted to know like what were they doing. So I tried to do a course online, but it was very hard. So I was like, no, I'm going to leave this. So yeah, that inspired me. I just love aeronautical engineering.
All right. Yeah. And now let's talk about the business. When did you start the business, the cooking business?
When I was in grade 5.
Really?
Yes.
When you were 10?
Yes.
Tell me, did you actually, in your minds as a 10-year-old, say, now I'm starting a business, or you somehow ended up realizing, I'm doing a business?
No, I said I want to do a business. So I told my mom about it. She was like, oh, it's okay. And then we did it together.
All right.
Yeah, she was there to help me, to mentor me. Yeah.
So talk to me about your business. What exactly do you do? I know you said you do catering, but I want to understand, like, what kind of events do you cook for? What kind of people do you cook for? And what kind of stuff do you cook?
Oh, delicious stuff. Trust me. Okay, so weddings, parties, lobola, a lot of, or like every event that you may think of, or even big events like conferences. We cook a lot of different type of foods. Any type of food that traditional. My mom loves traditional foods, and then modern food. Yeah,
And what's your favorite dish to cook?
I love chicken. I enjoy chicken roast that
Alright.
much. Yeah.
And are you making money from your business? Like, are you making a profit?
Yes.
And what do you use the profits for? When you're in Form 1, aren't you just supposed to buy sweets from your pocket money? What do you use your money for?
I do to invest. Some of the savings, I use them for my projects, like the components and stuff. Yeah.
All right. So we have established that you're an entrepreneur with a catering business. You're an innovator who's looking forward to becoming an engineer. You're good at academics because despite the fact that you have other online courses that you're learning, you're busy with STEM, you're going for provincial competitions at tennis, you were also one of the top 5 best students in your stream, which means you're not distracted at all.
Yes.
Right.
I'm not.
What's next for Shekinah, Matika? What big dreams are you chasing right now?
Right now, I'm looking forward on opening the next gen robotics and AI. Yes.
Oh, actually, we talked about robotics, but we didn't talk about AI, right?
Yes.
Talk to me about your work with AI. The only AI that I use is that one.
Oh, ChatGPT.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm planning on AI. I'm planning on like making it even in our classrooms, like a chatbot of the whole school. It will be just a Roosevelt AI platform where you ask questions at any subject. It will be in science labs, in all classes.
So you are coding that?
Yes.
Wow, you have already started.
Yes, I have.
And when do you plan to finish this? I'm in disbelief.
By January, it should be done because it's a big system. It's a very huge system. So I do it here and there because I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing. My project, the one that I should finish this month, and
Don't you have exams like in a month's time?
I do.
So how I'm sorry I keep asking this, but how are you doing it?
Well, I do read. Yeah, I read, I study, especially during weekends. Yeah, Saturdays. When others, like at our school, I'm a boarder, right? So during the morning, people will be free and then go study at 2, but then I'll be studying in the morning. Yeah.
So do you actually then get time to have like a social life, have friends
Yes.
and stuff?
Yeah. I get a lot of time.
All right. I'm just noticing the badge on your blazer, the one that looks like a UN. Is that UN or who?
Yes, it's Zimbabwe United Nations Association. So there's a club at our school and I'm in the projects committee.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Cool. If you could send one message to other young people watching you right now, what would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them to focus and have discipline in whatever they're doing. Because when you're going to start all these things and chasing your goals, you have to tell yourself that there are certain things that you have to cut in your life, and also be aware of the people who surround you, friends, and yeah, you should be aware because those people can either pull you down or build you up.
Yeah, that is true. You are who your friends are, right?
Yes.
Right. Thank you so much, Munesu. You're a wonderful young lady. I hope you stay focused and keep on this path. I'm looking forward to hearing great things about you. Guys, I know Munesu from LinkedIn. Imagine a 14-year-old with a LinkedIn account. That's how focused this girl is. So I'm looking forward to updates on your LinkedIn account. I want to know what you're getting up to and what you're doing. And hopefully I get to call you back when you do your O-levels and you get those straight A's. And then
Yes.
we can talk about how you managed to get those, right?
Yes,
All
sure.
right. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And to your viewers, thank you so much for watching the Genius Kids. Before I go, I just want to let you know that this beautiful couches that we're sitting on, we were given by our friends from P and Heart, and they are made from recyclable material. So please support them. Their numbers are on the screen. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe to the Ola 7 podcast. Remember, on a Monday, I bring you the Genius Kids. On a Tuesday, DJ Ola brings you On the Sport. On Wednesdays, we have the training stories with DJ Ola and Yaya Good Vibes. And on Thursdays, we have the First Lady of Sport, Yvonne Mangunda, bringing you everything sport on the spotlight. On Fridays, we have the Teen Talk with our young teenagers as they discuss and talk about anything and everything teenagers. For now, it's goodbye.